Hello and welcome to the Ridiculously Good VA Show with Tracy Daviero. If you are a virtual assistant or want to be one, this is the place to learn the tips and tricks you need to become a ridiculously good VA. I've been a part of the VA industry since 1998, and I'm excited to get to know you and help you build an amazing business. Let's go. Hey there, welcome to another episode of the podcast that teaches you how to be a ridiculously good virtual assistant. Today I want to talk about how to make a few simple changes to up-level your services and your service offerings as a VA. Today's quote is from Colin Powell. Great leaders are almost always great simplifiers who can cut through argument, debate, and doubt to offer a solution everybody can understand. You can stand head and shoulders above other virtual assistants when you pay attention to a few things and just do them better than everyone else. Let's go. One of the things I help virtual assistants do is change the way they approach their relationship and their role with their virtual assistant clients. In order not to be a task taker or a Girl Friday, you need to step up. You need to change how you act and how you talk to them so that they see you as the expert that you are. When you change how you see you, you can elevate your service offerings, charge higher rates, and more confidently support your clients. Today I want to share 4 really simple ways to change how you do things. I promise you it will make a huge difference. Number 1, regular reflection and self-assessment. It's really essential to keep tabs on your work. How are you doing? How do your clients think you're doing? Do you ever ask for feedback and testimonials? If not, you should. You don't have to ask them face to face. You can send them a message to ask for feedback. My VA sends me a quick note with her monthly invoices from time to time so she can collect feedback. It's a really good practice. But it's not just your clients who can give you feedback either. You can do self-assessment as well. What are you doing for your clients? Is it as much as you can do? As you want to do? When you got started with your VA clients, did you say yes to a lot of things that you don't really want to be doing every day? Sometimes just keeping status quo is the thing that's keeping you stuck. If you constantly just say yes when a client asks you to do something new, even if you don't know how to do it or if you don't like to do it, then maybe your client views you as more of an employee than as an equal. What could you be doing better? What can you learn that might elevate your services? If you aren't running your production calls, your client is. That's one simple thing that you can change now to be a better VA. Always remember that you're a contractor. You get to make all the decisions about your VA business. You get to set your rates. You get to set your schedule. And yes, you should be running all the meetings. If you're having trouble doing this assessment for the first time, ask somebody to help you. Once you get it done, you'll be able to do it again and again on your own. When you review your contributions to your clients and their businesses, when you really see it, you're going to better understand the value that you're bringing to your clients. And when you understand them, then you need to share them. Ideally, you want to share them with your clients, but posting them online helps too. The idea is for you to recognize them and actually believe them. You do great stuff. Everybody should know it, and that starts with you. Number 2 is elevate your language. The words you use shape the perception that people have of you. Now, I'm not talking about being better than a 5th grader or using words that don't suit you or trying to be somebody that you're not. But just like taking charge in the meetings that you have with your clients, the language you use can elevate your status with them. Instead of saying something like, "What do you need me to do?" think more like, "Be sure to get me the newsletter pieces by Tuesday." You see how much more direct and clear that is. Communication is so important in a virtual relationship. I tell you this all the time. To be a partner or a collaborator, you have to lift yourself up to the client's level. Many VAs will let the client take charge and even let them bark out commands. This is not a partner. You teach people how to treat you, and if you're putting up with that kind of communication from your clients, you're teaching them that it's okay to treat you like that. My advice is to change it pronto, but sometimes it means getting a new client and teaching them the right way from the start, and then eventually getting rid of the crappy clients. The one word that is simplest to change in your vocabulary is the word partner. It's not about you changing your title from virtual assistant, but in your marketing content, you can describe how you partner with your clients when you work together. It's a really simple word substitution, but it can be very powerful for you and for them. Clients will interact with you differently when you put yourself up at their level. I found this really easy to do at live networking events. When you're having a conversation with anyone at a networking event, you're both there for the same purpose, to better your business. Some people are there to find a VA. Some are there to find a graphic artist or a web person. Some are there for the social aspect, and some are there maybe to speak and present their expertise. But all of you are there to better your business. The playing field is super level. And it should stay that way once you're working with someone. If it doesn't, then you need to teach them how it's supposed to work. Number 3, network with other VAs. It's so important to get support in your VA business. Yes, we are solopreneurs. Yes, we might not want to go out networking with the power suit people, but we need support. And who understands you better than your fellow VAs? Absolutely no one. Community is a powerful thing, and although I always advise to be a part of a community with your clients, I also recommend being a part of a community with your VA colleagues. Often there are VAs at all levels in the various groups. You want to make sure that you're networking with VAs who are where you want to go. Never be the best person in the group. The ones who have already up-leveled their services, their language, and their role with their clients. The other VAs they're totally fine too. But when you're looking to make a change in your VA business, you need to seek out people who have gone before you and have done it themselves. They're the ones who will give you the right advice, and often the shortcut how to do it, maybe even more smoothly than they did. I know that's how my whole business of teaching got started. The VAs who have not done what you want to do will often give you absolutely atrocious, terrible, and unhelpful advice. Not all advice is good. One of the posts I often see is the one where a VA says they're overloaded with work and they want to raise their rates because they set them too low to begin with when working with this client. This is a super common problem, and of course we post about it because we're looking for advice to fix it. But the advice that comes from so many VAs is, you should sub out that work and get new clients at a higher rate. I'd be happy to help. That's not helpful at all. And it's also terrible advice. They're just looking for work, right? If you aren't charging your clients enough right now, subbing is the worst thing you can do. Paying out part of what you're bringing in, you need to increase your client's rate, or you need to get rid of that client. And any VA who has done either of those things is going to give you better advice. But the bad advice doesn't stop with the subs. I see it all day long, people giving bad advice. I know many of them are trying to be very helpful, but in my opinion, you should learn from someone who has been where you want to go, even if they're just one step ahead of you. And that's why I think investing in a mastermind group like the Virtual Circle or a group coaching program like 50K Bootcamp is a better way to go when you're trying to up-level your VA business. Not because I want you to pay me. You don't have to pay me. But because that's why I designed those programs as they are. Because I know what I needed help with when I was stuck like you are. And I know what many VAs need help with when they're stuck. Because I ask you what you need help with, and that's what you tell me every single day. And that's what I build my programs and teachings around, what you tell me you're struggling with. I used to be terrified to network with anyone, but I built an amazing group of VAs that I trusted. We attended events together, we purchased the same programs and worked through them together, and we helped each other along the way. You have to be going at the same speed in the same direction in order to help each other. Find the VAs that are doing that and hop on. Number 4 is offer solutions, not just support. Because finally, to elevate your VA business, you should be focusing on offering solutions, not just support. And I don't mean you have to plan out your client's marketing strategy for the year. You can if that's your expertise, but that's not what I'm talking about here. I mean offering solutions when things go wrong, or when things could be done more efficiently, or when you know about something new that could help your productivity or the client's bottom line, for instance. Providing support is great. We all do it as VAs. That's what our clients pay us to do, and that's totally okay. But when we want to be excellent and we want to be viewed as excellent and referred because we're excellent, then we need to up our game. Offer solutions. Here's a very recent example. My VA and I were struggling with the situation, two-factor authentication. I was trying to go the regular route, tech support, waiting it out, trying again. She offered a simple solution. Why don't we just add me as a user and I'll get the notifications and the code directly? How come I didn't think of that? Because we had a process where she was using a company email address to log in and access this particular platform. But she could be set up as a user, and that would alleviate the issue. So smart and so simple. And that's what I want you to do. Think about what you know that maybe your client can't see. Find solutions for productivity, for problem solving, for speeding up processes, how things are done. Taking initiative does not go unnoticed. I tell stories of working with clients who I wrote entire blog posts for because they dreaded it, and they spent way too much time doing it. If I could draft their weekly blog post, then guess what? I got lots of work each week. They just had to read it over and send me edits, which lots of times they didn't even end up doing. And then I got to publish the blog, send out the newsletter, and create the social media posts to promote it. Without that blog post that they often didn't send me, I got none of that work. So it works for you too. And of course, your clients will love you because they are getting more visibility, more consistent content, fewer problems, and definitely less back and forth communication. Be proactive and offer solutions where possible. It's really easy to get good at that fast. I'm going to leave it here for today, but let's circle back to today's quote. Great leaders are almost always great simplifiers who can cut through argument, debate, and doubt to offer a solution everybody can understand. To be a great VA, you need to simplify things, identify things that you can do better at, elevate your communication and the words you use, and find some solid VAs to hang out with, and offer solutions. Those are all so easy to do, so you should go and do them. And if you want to become a part of my VA communities, let me know. I'm here to help. It's the only reason I'm here at all, to help you become a ridiculously good VA. I've helped hundreds of VAs who are stuck get moving through private coaching, my monthly mastermind group, my group coaching program, and my self-study trainings. If you're ready to get my help, let's connect on a cut to the chase call. You can book yours at yourvamentor.com/chase. Thanks for tuning in this week. I'll see you next time. I have a brand new low-cost monthly membership program that is going to help you build your VA business, and it doesn't require you to be on social media. It's an email membership that I call the Virtual Toolkit. Every Monday morning, you'll receive a lesson and a downloadable resource in your inbox that you can use to take a step further in your VA business. I've created a list of tons of amazing resources for you, from business foundations like financial stuff, calculators, website planning stuff, to marketing tools like branding worksheets, blogging templates, content calendar, marketing campaign planners, to advanced business skills like package planning, branding tools, onboarding checklists, and so on, and personal growth stuff like goal setting worksheets, speaking tips and tools, and conflict resolution tools. All of this is available to you for just $9 a month. You get your first resource as soon as you register, and every Monday after that, you will get a fresh new one. I'm super excited about it. I would love for you to go and check it out. Go to yourvamentor.com/thevirtualtoolkit. Check it out. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Ridiculously Good VA Show. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. For more great resources for your VA business, visit my website at yourvamentor.com. I'll see you back here next time.